To mine. Ooh, hold on, y'all. I'm making a poll. My eyes are dry. What else is new, right? I'm about to go through this water down and do some more. So today's poll question is, do you love yourself unconditionally, y'all? That's a word. Okay, let me tell y'all some things that came to mind. Let me grab the other phone real quick. I'm gonna come back. Ooh, anyway, y'all. So sometimes you gotta remind yourself that you are doing your best under these circumstances, y'all. Okay? And don't be hard on yourself. I think when you're at your like hardest moments in life, that's when you should love yourself the most. When you're the most hard to deal with, when you're the most emotional, that's when you should love yourself the hardest. I think we tend to, some of us tend to be so hard on ourselves when we're having a bad day, when we're having a bad moment. Like, why you did that? Oh, you're so dumb. To ourselves, or we'll judge ourselves like, oh, you should be this place in life, or oh, you should look like this and you don't look like that here anymore. Even though you love yourself and you have self-confidence, you have to always like keep motivating yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are doing the best that we can under these circumstances. And if you made it through today, be proud of yourself. You accomplished something today. If all you did today was survive, you're doing good. The goal is to strive. The goal is to thrive, but sometimes we might have bad moments, bad days, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad person or you're not growing or you're not progressing. It just means that you're having a moment. Give yourself a moment. I'm having a moment right now. I'm not a bad person. I'm still lovable. I'm still great. I still deserve love. You know what I'm saying? Despite this moment, this time frame that I'm having. So we just gotta love ourselves at our lowest and sometimes at our hardest moments. So yeah, I was over there in the kitchen and I think I mentioned it to y'all, like I need to be more active physically. I just always feel so busy, but I need to slow down more. I try to get some exercise in a few times a week, but I'm not committed as much as I want to be. Like you literally have to force it. It has to be a job. Like you have to schedule exercise in your day like it's a job. Like, okay, so I'm going to work at blah 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 time. You have to see self-care and self-love as a job. Hi Jack. Hi everyone in the chat. Was it Elisco? Elicio. Okay. Did you have a good day? Yes, I'm having a good day. I haven't been drinking enough water today. That's one of my things. I did not drink enough water today, but the day is not over yet. There's only one at. What do you mean? Maybe I don't understand the question. Anyway, so I was over there in the kitchen and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you didn't exercise today. You're supposed to exercise today. Like, girl, you're supposed to be getting on track, you know? Summer is around the corner, and you know, summer, you're outside more and you want to be active more. And whether it's summer or winter, depends on where you live at, you should be active. But as single moms, as moms, I think mothers in general can relate to this. But like a single mom, you're juggling a lot and you have to take time out for yourself. You're so focused on your children, you want the best for them, that you sometimes put yourself back. You need to put yourself in the same, you know what I'm saying? You got to push you similar to where you have your children at. You can't have your children up front and then you're all the way in the back. You guys should be moving together, progressing. They are your priority. Your children are your priority, but you are your priority too, girl. Okay? Please. Any single mom out there, any mother in general, like any parents, any good parent, okay? Any hardworking parent, you have to take time for yourself, y'all. And don't be hard on yourself. You got gym goals, you got fitness goals, but as long as you're trying, as long as you're moving forward, as long as you're not stopping completely, and you know, just keep moving. You might slow down a little bit, but give yourself grace. If anybody out there is hard on yourself for whatever reason, please give yourself grace. Like, a lot of us are, you know, teaching ourselves, learning as we go, and you got to be proud of yourself. No matter what stage you are in life, no matter what age, you got to love yourself and take care of yourself, and loves and love the people that you're supposed to care about, like, you know, your children, of course. Take care of the things that matter to you, but you got to take care of yourself. Like, that's the moral of this live, I guess. That's the point of this live. Don't be down on yourself when you're having a moment. Don't be down on yourself when you don't, you know, look a certain way or doing a certain thing. As long as you're still here, you have time to get things done. Hi. You lean left or right? I have no idea what that means. You lean left or right? I need to lean left and right tonight when I do some yoga. I'm going to do yoga tonight. I've been really getting into Pilates with y'all. I'm feeling Pilates. I just need to do it consistently. I like Pilates and yoga. I like regular aerobic stuff, but I want to do Pilates more. And I know I need to do like strength training and stuff like that. Yeah. But I really like Pilates and yoga. I'm repeating myself, but do you guys have a fitness or a workout activity that you like that makes you feel good and you don't feel like it's like you don't feel like it's too strenuous? I don't want to talk about politics right now. This is not a political chat, but thank you for asking, Marco. It's all about what matters to you, okay? Whatever where you want to lean, that's the way you want to lean. Thank you for subbing. But oh, JJ and JJim, thank you for subbing. So yeah, y'all. So I was just like, sometimes you got to catch yourself trying to be negative to yourself. Like, I had to catch myself in the kitchen. Like, I was really about to be like a little bit hard on myself. Like, girl, you know, you have these goals and you haven't been doing it. Okay? You do need to check yourself, but don't be hard on yourself. There's nothing wrong with checking yourself. Like, holding yourself accountable is very important. But you need to be your biggest cheerleader, not your biggest critic. Like, oh, you suck, you did it again. You know, some of us grew up in an environment where our caregivers were verbally abusive. Our caregivers had some type of undiagnosed mental health illness, okay? Some of our parents just or providers, or whatever you want to call them, did not have all the tools. So that affected you. And you're not responsible for the pain that was done to you in the past, but you are You know, it's your job to get the help that you need to be a healthy, happy person. So if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't love yourself, like it's something that you need to address. Like, why am I so hard on myself? Why am I being negative? Why don't I love myself? Why am I accepting things that's below my standards, right? When you let good things in, you feel more positive about yourself. Making decisions that you don't feel stressed about. Make sure you feel confident in your decisions. Only hackers can type like this. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but basically just self-love. Like, love yourself, heal yourself. If you're not happy with something about yourself, you need to talk about it. You need to address it. If you can't understand it, see a professional mental health provider. I'm always advocating for that, y'all. Mental health is so important. Now and forever, y'all. Prioritize it. And just love yourself, okay? But exercise is really important for mental health, and that's why I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, girl, you didn't get into that. You know, you gotta, you know, stay active for your health and wellness, physically and mentally. Everything is all good. So yeah, I'm gonna get some yoga in tonight, but tomorrow I'm definitely gonna do some Pilates and some yoga as well. I want to go outside tomorrow and just be in nature. I'm not in nature enough. Like, it's been rainy and cloudy lately, but there has been some sun, but it's been kind of up and down. But the weekend is the best time for me to be able to really, like, truly be outside. Because, you know, during the week, your school, work, home, routine, and less hours to do things. So, yeah. So I'm going to carve out some time tomorrow for Pilates and yoga. But like I said, I'm going to do yoga tonight. And just keep working on my fitness goals, y'all. Keep working on my fitness goals. Okay, so let me get back to the question I asked y'all. I think I'm a little bit off topic. I am on topic, but I meant to mention this part of it. So the poll that I asked today, I said, do you love yourself unconditionally? 50% of you said yes, 50% of you said no. I think it's really important to, that's why I got my other phone. I think it's really important to love yourself unconditionally. You know, like, no matter what, without conditions, love yourself unconditionally. Because you will be, oh my God, let me turn this off. Because you will be hard on yourself when you don't need to be. And being hard on yourself is not beneficial to your health and your well-being. And you tend to make poor decisions when your self-esteem is not the highest. So always talk highly of yourself. Always be positive. Always motivate yourself. Like, I can do this. I got this. You know? Stuff like that. All right. So unconditional. Not subject to any conditions. Unconditional surrender. What's the true meaning of unconditional? Whether it's love, support, or surrender, if something is unconditional, it's absolute and not subject to any special terms or condition. It'll happen no matter what else happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you got to let your children know that you love them unconditionally, that even if they make even if they make a mistake, you'll still love them. You can't make your children feel like, oh, I messed up, so mom is going to be so mad at me and scream at me, and they're never going to forgive me. And, you know, I had to, like, learn. This is good unconditional. Just like you love your children unconditionally, you got to love yourself unconditionally. So even if your child made a mistake where they are perfect, you still need to love them. You know, you got to love them through the up and down. You got to let your children know that you have their back. That you have their back unconditionally. Like, it's nothing worse than to feel like your parent is like your worst enemy. Like why am I at odds with my parents? Why am I at odds with why is the hostility? Your children shouldn't feel like there's hostility between you. Your child shouldn't feel like it's hostility in the home. Like, your child should feel safe at home, okay? So you got to love your children unconditionally so they can feel safe with you. And you got to love yourself unconditionally so you can feel safe with you. You know what I'm saying? So unconditional love, like, what do you guys think about that? Do you love anybody unconditionally? Is there any, like, do you believe in unconditional love? And I think when it comes to your children, I know people love other people unconditionally, that their spouse and stuff like that. For me, in my experience so far, the only people that I have loved unconditionally are my children. You know what I'm saying? We brought our children into this world, and it's our responsibility to love them and be there for them, have their back no matter what. Yes, you're going to hold them accountable, but you're still going to love them. You can't be like, well, you made a mistake, so I don't want to be a parent anymore, and I'm just going to give you away as a child. I'm done with you. That's conditional parenting. Unconditional parenting is like, hey, I know you made a mistake, but we're going to work through this way and get past this. I still love you. I still believe in you. You're still a good person. Like, you got to motivate your children, like, just as much as you motivate yourself. You know, children need to, you got to instill confidence in them no matter what. And know that they should know that if they make a mistake, they can come to you and you won't be screaming at them, yelling at them. Parenting is a learning journey. Hold on, please. Anyway. But yeah, unconditional love is like the ultimate kind. That's the best kind. That is the best kind of love. And you don't realize how beautiful it is until you get out of being loved by other people conditionally. Like you are the effects of people not loving someone unconditionally. Like, you know the effects. You know the difference. You can tell the difference between when somebody loves someone conditionally versus unconditional. Hi, Angelina. Anyway, everybody, I just was coming on to talk a little bit. I will come off now. I will try to go live very soon and post a short. I've been really into shorts lately when I get the chance. I have a lot of ideas that I need to just do them. And sometimes a lot of things just come to me, like, I'm just spontaneous with it. Like, okay, I'm just going to do it right now. I don't plan a lot. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate everybody who came into the live stream today. If you're watching the playback, replay gang, playback gang. Thank y'all so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed already, I hope you do subscribe. And leave a comment. How do you feel about this these topics that I brought up? Self-love, self-care, and unconditional love for yourself and your children and whoever else you choose to love unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's in your circle, whoever you prioritize. How do you feel about that? Have you been loved conditionally or unconditionally most of your life? Like, to be honest, for me, like, most of the love I received in my life was conditional. Yeah. I had so much conditional love that I really didn't know how to recognize unconditional. Like, you know, but you live and you learn, you grow. And that's the beauty of life. But I'll talk to y'all later. Please like, comment, share, and let me end the poll. So I said, do you love yourself unconditionally? And 54% of you said yes. And 46% of you said no. 13 people voted. And I appreciate everybody who voted. I appreciate all of your support. If I missed your comment or anything like that, my bad. But I'm saying hi to everybody in the live stream who came up. I'm on live. Hello, everybody. I apologize for that. I was talking to my son. Anyway, y'all, like, I probably look tired because I guess I am tired. Like, I'm gonna get some sleep tonight, y'all. I'm gonna get some sleep. Ugh, forever a night owl, y'all. Don't do it. If you're not a night owl, don't even try it. Being a night owl is not recommended. 0 stars, y'all. I need to go live or make a video about like how I became a night owl in the first place. There's a story behind it. There's a story behind everything. And that's why my channel is called Why Are Humans Like This? I just love to like find out why. Why are you like that? Why did you do that? Like why? Why are humans like this? Why y'all be doing crazy stuff? And why y'all be doing this stuff? He let the refrigerator open. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. My bad, y'all. My bad. The refrigerator was open. Anyway, I'm about to come off live, but pistachio nuts. I like the pistachio nuts with the salt on it because I like to taste the salt. Probably shouldn't be eating anything with salt on it, but I'm guilty. Anyway, what was I saying before? I forgot what I was saying. Y'all, I got distracted that quick. Dang on it. I don't remember what I was gonna say. What I was saying. Hi, C. Simpson. Yeah, I am. I wouldn't mind being a therapist, but I have to go back to school for that. Anyway, I really wish I remember what I was saying. C. Simpson, do you remember what I was saying before I walked away? Anyway, hi, VB. What's good? Nothing. Just talking about self-love, self-care, and unconditional love, which is really important. Like, that needs to be taught in schools. If self-love, unconditional love, self-care, self-love, all that stuff was taught in schools, baby, you'll be a lot of healthier people out here, okay? It would have been a lot of people out here who recognize things early. Like, that should have, it's unfortunate, like, self-love and self-care and all that good stuff and safety and everything isn't taught in schools. Because if it's not taught at home, you would think school would have been, like, to catch the rest of it. Like, to, basically, the school should have been preventing you from falling through the cracks. But the school can't do so much, right? But I wish that self-love, self-care, unconditional love, all that good stuff you need to know about healthy boundaries and relationships and yourself should be taught in schools. It'll be a lot, people will be a lot more healthier. But I think that I have hope for the future, y'all. Oh, thank you, C. Simpson. I appreciate that. I didn't know you could get that off from this live. But thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, I know some people don't. I always say this. I know some people don't like when people eat on the live, but this was not planned. So I'm going to come off live right now anyway, y'all. Didn't mean to stay long, but I just had a thought. I usually don't plan my lives, and I probably should. I used to go live a lot more, and then I just got busy, like. And I always tell you guys I want to do things a little bit differently. You know. Just come to my lives. Thank you, C. Simpson. You get to know me from my lives. You can leave a comment. I'm on Instagram, same name. I don't really post a lot on Instagram, but I need to start doing it. Mm, I love pistachios, y'all. So good. I'm about to come off. I really am. Today's Friday, but I don't want to be up too late. I'm like a little bit behind on sleep. I woke up early this morning and I didn't really go back to sleep, or I think I did for like an hour. But anytime you wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom or whatever else, don't look at the time, y'all. I'm telling you, don't look at the time. Don't look at your phone. Don't look at the clock. Don't look at the clock. Go to the bathroom and do whatever, and then go back to bed. Because once you look at the time or you look at your phone, it's a wrap. You're gonna be up for a little bit. I said I'm on Instagram, C Simpson. Hi, Big Maya. Thank you for subscribing, Big Maya. Nothing. I was just chatting about a topic about self love, self care. And then I started eating pistachio nuts randomly. So, yeah, I'm just getting ready to unwind for the night, get ready for tomorrow, get things done for tomorrow. Mm, just think, plan, work on my resume. Okay. Work on myself. Yeah. Listen to some audiobooks, y'all. I really been getting into audiobooks. I use the Libby app. There's so many. I wish, honestly, y'all, I wish that we could just download information in our brain instantly. Like, you want to learn this? That's all you need to know about it. Like, I wish it was that easy, y'all. Man, can you imagine? Like, if you want to do something, you got to really take time out for it. For real. Okay, so plans for tomorrow. No, I don't have any plans for tomorrow. Yeah, I have plans for tomorrow. Clean up. Um, go to the library to print some stuff out. Get some books. Take a walk outside. Exercise tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some Pilates. But get out in nature tomorrow. Just get stuff together. Getting ready for next week. Do you have plans, Big Maya? Anyway, y'all, I'm about to come home. I really look tired. Like, I didn't realize how tired I look. Yeah, it's time for me to take out my contacts, take a shower, and call it a night, y'all. I hope everyone out there has a good evening, good night, or good morning, afternoon, wherever you are, what time you are. I've been trying to get together for I feel you, Justin. Justin, real talk. Like, that's not talked about enough, Justin. Like, people think, like, oh, by the time you get to this age, you're going to know everything. Like, everybody didn't have Roblox, okay? And some people had Roblox and they still overcame the hurdles. And I'm proud of people like that. But some people, ugh, you know, it took us a while to get it together. And that's okay. Be proud of yourself for making any type of movement, okay? Make sure you're not hurting anyone else. And make sure you're not hurting yourself, all right? If you can't be good to people, then just leave people alone. Like, you know, I love people who are self-aware enough to like stay away from people instead of hurting them. There's some people who just are just so not self-aware. You know. We have plans for my sister's b-day. Oh, happy birthday to your sister, Big Maya. You said what? Yeah. I really didn't. Like I said, I didn't plan to go live today, so that's why I'm kind of like, you know. But I talked a lot in the beginning, so if you are just catching this live, go and replay it. Listen to the beginning. That was the main reason for this live stream. What does that mean, Maya? Big Maya. I don't know how you're writing that. But yeah. I want to be in bed by 10 o'clock. I want to be in bed by 10 o'clock, y'all. So I got to be like, when I get off live. Clean up, take a shower, relax maybe for 30 minutes, and then go to sleep, y'all. Sleep is so important. Sleep is so important. Y'all love pistachio nuts. I had made tacos tonight. I made some tacos with some like plant-based crumbles. And I put a little bit of bell pepper and onion on it. And a little bit of tomato with some taco sauce and a little bit of sour cream. With corn tortillas. It was pretty good. I'm sure, I would try another crumble next time. Wasn't too happy with the crumble I used. I don't like the flavoring. I don't like it. So I'm going to get it the plain crumbles next time and season it the way I like it. I ate the tacos. Y'all, tacos, I see why people like tacos. Even though I'm not a taco expert, I got a lot to learn. Tacos, I get it. There's this place called Torchy's, I think tacos, y'all, that I just discovered because we were getting a little bit tired of Chipotle. I like Chipotle, I do. But sometimes you eat something too much and bibimbap, whatever. But Torchy's is kind of new in our area. And I'm like, what's a Torchy's? What's that? Never thought I would try it. I think I was like, oh, I'll try it one day. But I tried it the other day, y'all. I'm a Torchy's fan, okay? Torchy's. I'm going to try not to do too much. I'm going to get tired of it. And it's, you should cook at home. But when you're around a Torchy's and it's available, and you're hungry, why not? Anyways, I like it. I like Torchy's. I don't like Qdoba, whatever, that much. I tried it before. What is it? Qdoba? I like Mexican food, y'all. Real bad. I love Mexican food. Without the cilantro. Mexican food loves cilantro. Mexican food and Indian food, two foods that I love, and they love cilantro. But with Indian food, for me, my experience, they bake it in more than they like fresh it. Anyways, they do put fresh cilantro and stuff, but that's why I love to go into Indian buffets because you can see everything and like, okay, is there cilantro, all on top of it? So I thought I just had an issue with cilantro overall, but I realized that fresh cilantro bothers me. Like, it makes me feel nauseous, like sick, and like I'm eating poison. But when it's baked in, cooked in, I notice it, but it's not that bad where I'm like, I cannot eat it. It's tolerable. So I love that for the Indian food. The Indian food helped me like cilantro. But I realized from Mexican food that cilantro, I have an issue with fresh cilantro. So anytime I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm like, is there any cilantro in that? Is there any cilantro in that? Yeah, and even when I went to this Indian restaurant one time, he was like, ma'am, this is Indian food. Like, there's going to be cilantro on it. I'm like, okay, I understand, but I don't like fresh cilantro. Like, he thought I was weird for, like, having an issue with cilantro. How'd you know I do like Indian food? So you out there eating without us. A big Maya, I just saw that. It's so funny. My bad if I missed your comment. I think I accidentally hid your comment, Big Maya, your old comment. Were you putting like all those different letters? The one that you wrote after the crying face. Indian food. Anyways, I like Indian food, Thank you, Shattered Wings. Appreciate it. Okay, you put that. Yeah, YouTube hit it, and then I was looking to review it, and then I accidentally hit it. I guess YouTube thinks you're putting in a bad word or something. I'm gonna need some pepper soup. You like pepper soup? But yeah, I love Indian food and Mexican food. Like I wish they could make. Let me tell y'all, this would be the best restaurant idea, y'all. Tell me if I know one. A restaurant that has Indian, Jamaican, and Mexican food, y'all. Or anyways, just in general Caribbean food. But like make sure they don't just like it's just Mexican food in there too. Like anyway, y'all. I'm sure there's restaurants like that, but I would love to find a restaurant like that. I know there's a restaurant like that. I don't have that experience to be around a restaurant like that. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you for even sticking around this live. It went on longer. I kept saying I'm going to come off, and I'm still not off. It is, Gino. I want to say maybe 2 years ago, I tried Haitian food for the first time. And I'm a vegan, so I'm plant-based, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't eat meat. But somebody had got me some like plant-based or like vegan-friendly in Haitian food. Anyway, y'all, it was so good. The stamped plantain. I love how they stamp their plant, like mash it a little bit and then they fry it like that. It's like a dark colored rice that they use. That was so good. I can't even remember everything, y'all. It was so good, though. So I look forward to trying Haitian food again very soon. Very soon. I gotta find like a Haitian restaurant around here. I tried to find out for somebody one time, and it's like they didn't want to tell me the name of the restaurant or something. It was like a secret. But I'll just Google it. I can Google a Haitian restaurant. Do you guys like Haitian food? I gotta get back to trying to learn some Haitian Creole. That's the language that I wish I could instantly just download in my brain. I would love to speak Haitian Creole. But I'm not Haitian, okay? But just because you're not Haitian or whatever else doesn't mean you can't learn the language, right? It's good to be able to communicate with your people. But there are so many languages that I wish I could instantly... There are so many languages that I wish I could instantly download. I could speak it right away. Learning a language is no joke, y'all. Like, honestly, shout out to anybody who speaks more than one language. What did I just do? I was trying to show you a comment. It says error. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I have no clue what's going on. The chat looks weird. I can't even see the poll anymore. I don't know what's going on. I think that's my cue to come off live, y'all. Because did I end the poll? Because I don't see the poll anymore. Thank you, Roll. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know what happened to that. I ended the live? No, I'm still on live. You got me tripping right now. I'm tripping. Y'all, who sing that one song? Hold on. I heard somebody singing it in one of their videos. And now I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, you got me tripping. Oh, tripping. Yo, I don't know how to sing it. You got me tripping. Anyways, y'all, I don't know the name of that song. I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I took the poll down. I don't even know how I did it. It was an accident. You know who's singing? I'm about to look it up. I've heard it before, and I heard somebody singing it, and it's been in my head. about to look it up. You know, I can't play it on live. I guess the song is called Trippin' by Sturdy Youngin. Thank you, Big Maya. Hi, Rolla. Shout out to Rolla. Or it's spelled, yeah, you're right. That's how it's spelled. Trippin' without the G. I'm gonna look it up and listen. I guess it was like popular on TikTok, and then somebody that makes TikToks made an Instagram about it. All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready for the night. Thank you so much for coming into the live stream. I really appreciate it. Continue to love yourself, y'all. Continue to heal. Continue to forgive yourself. Continue to be gentle with yourself, y'all. Continue to love your children unconditionally. Continue to love yourself unconditionally. Like, grow, be happy, do what makes you feel good, do what's right, do the responsible thing, do the healthy thing. Choose wisely, y'all. Don't listen to your anxiety. Your anxiety wants to scare you out of everything, y'all, but you got to go for it. Your anxiety was just trying to protect you, you know, but now you're trying to thrive in life, and you have to, you know, proceed with caution, but you need to proceed, baby. As we proceed to give you what you need. I hate to even bring up Diddy in this live, but I think that's who said that one time, right? Wasn't he said that in one of the songs? Aw, Big Maya, I appreciate your support. Well, how are you doing today, Big Maya? How are you doing right now? What was the best part of your day? Y'all, you know what I miss? I miss Folger's commercial. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Y'all, there's some ads. There's some commercials that I will never forget. And Folgers one of them. I love, like, jingles. I used to want to be, like, a jingle maker, y'all. But it's like I never, like, followed through. So many things I wanted to do, I didn't follow through. A lot of things I wanted to do had to do with singing. I used to want to be an opera singer, y'all, when I was in elementary school. I wanted to be an opera singer. And then somebody told me that, oh, well, you have to move to either Italy or Spain to learn a language. And I don't know why it scared me from wanting to do it. I was like, oh, I can't see myself leaving and moving, y'all. If I would have left, it would have been one of the best things for me. You hear me? But what they say, scared money don't make money. You know, or whatever else saying goes out there. You ever wonder, like, what your life would be if you made a certain decision? If you had the wisdom enough, the clarity enough to make that. Yo, life is something else, y'all. Like, if you drop the ball, you could be so behind. Life is something else. But you can't be hard on yourself. You did the best you can under those circumstances, y'all. Any mistake you made in the past, you do the best you can under those circumstances. If you were trying, you're doing your best, right? And if you made mistakes, forgive yourself. Move on. Do better. If you ever mistreated anybody in your life, learn from that. Move on. Treat other people who you come encounter with better than you treat that person. So that person may not be in your life anymore, but you're not the same person who did those things, right? Yeah. People like to talk about forgiveness all the time, but they don't talk about forgiving yourself enough. When I was growing up in church, Pentecostal, I'm no longer a believer, okay? I'm more of an agnostic right now. I was an atheist, but I think technically I'm agnostic, or maybe I'm an atheist or atheist agnostic, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you think. Some people don't believe in one or the other. But what was I saying? Y'all, what's my train of thought again? And I was making a really good point. I really was. My teacher gave snow cones because I was being good. Well, that's good. I miss having. If I ever become wealthy, like a snow cone machine would be one of the things I have. A snow cone machine, a soft serve machine. Yeah. But you know what? Yeah. You guys, why am I still on live? I'm just eating on live. So rude, right? Anyway, I'm gonna come off now. Big Maya, I hope you have a good evening. It's getting late. I gotta get my son ready for everything and get myself ready for everything. Thank you, Maya, and I hope you subscribed. I think you said you did. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope to see you guys very soon. All right, y'all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Big Maya. Everybody, thank you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. I'm an adult and I'm in my 40s. Matthew, have a good night.